welcome to Bouquet, where we carpe our every damn diem. Today's pick card reading is asking, should you contact them? So this is going to be the start of a series that I'm doing for July. This is going to be Reply July. So I'm going to be doing sort of no contact, sort of readings throughout this month, and also I have a few other things planned, so subscribe if you want to see that. But yeah, so you have 3 piles to choose from today. This is the first one with this sigil. This is the second one, and this is indeed blank. And then this is the third one I have for you. So just sit back in your body, breathe, and choose whichever sigil or sigils are calling out to you. I do want to say now that I want to put up a trigger warning here just in case you don't see something you like. I am going to read the cards as I see them, so just be aware of that. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, it might, if you're not really ready, it might trigger you a bit. And again, this is a general reading, so just take the bits and pieces that resonate with you and leave the rest behind. Okay, and I will see you in your reading. Bye-bye. Hello to everyone who chose pile 1 with this sigil. Welcome to your reading. I'm sorry, it's not going to really focus, but welcome to your reading. So I'm going to explain the sigil in just a second, but first I'm going to show you your tarot, and then after I read your tarot, we're going to dive a bit deeper with some oracle cards. Do again keep in mind that this is a general reading, so just take the bits and pieces that resonate with you and leave the rest behind. And again, this video is asking, should you contact them? And this is a part of my No Reply July series. By the time I upload this, it will be a Wednesday and it's going to be the 30th, but just give it to me. Anyway, so I'm just going to move the oracle cards to the side for a second. And sorry, I have a few of them here. Okay, so your tarot are, first you have this, which is the Ace of Swords, and it's being clarified by the Knight of Cups, so these two together. Then you have the Ace of Hearts, which is the Ace of Cups, and it's being clarified by the Four of Cups. And then lastly, you have the Ten of Swords, and it's being clarified by the King of Swords. So your sigil means I am discovering new opportunities. And from that, what I'm getting is that you are stuck on this person. The sigils, I've said them before, are sort of like an affirmation of where you want to be going, and because you want to be open to new opportunities, right now you feel a bit stuck on this person. And I feel like this is a nudge from spirit just to say, you know, to explore new opportunities, but we'll take it deeper as I actually read the cards. I know we have the Ten of Swords at the end here, but you know, we'll still read them, see where it goes, and figure out what it is, you know, that is going to happen. So first I'm going to come here to the middle row where you have the Ace of Cups and the Four of Cups. So yeah, what I'm seeing here is that there's actually a new opportunity here for you with a new person, and you aren't really open to it because you are stuck on the first person in the first place. Like, I feel that there's also chance here for you to communicate with them, if that makes sense, because as you can see in the Four of Cups, this person's eyes are closed to this offer of love. And I'm feeling, for some of you, it could be that this person, I don't think that they're reaching out, but I feel like it's some sort of like thing that you could do that would get their attention, let's say. I don't think it's something like posting on social media, but it could be like going to somewhere where they hang out a lot and that sort of thing. Or perhaps you're already doing that. But yeah, what I'm seeing here is that you aren't really very receptive to any new offers. And it is, again, because you are stuck on this person at the moment. But I feel like Spirit is urging you to look at the new offers that are coming in. If there's if there's no one who you really is really sending out when I say that, I do think it's just because you have your eyes closed to them, and or they will be coming in quite soon in the future, but to take it as it resonates. Next we have here the Ace of Swords, and it's being clarified, I'll switch them around, and it's being clarified by the Knight of Cups. And so the Ace of Swords is about communication, is about new communication coming in, and it is being clarified with the Knight of Cups, so that's about, you know, sort of the romantic knight that's coming in, new communication, a new offer, that sort of thing. And I do think this represents you in this situation because of how this reading is. It is, should you contact them? But so yeah, I'm seeing right now, if you do contact them with a new romantic offer, unfortunately, I do think it will be coming here to the Ten of Swords with the King of Swords. I feel with what these cards are saying, it is you should wait around for them to actually contact you. I usually don't say wait for people, but I'm just seeing here that if you do decide to contact them, you know, the Knight of Cups isn't a very emotionally available person. Like, as you can see here, this horse is stopping right before the river, and the river does represent emotions. So from what I can tell, you should really be not worrying about them at the moment. Like, the King of Swords is like the king of communication, but it's clarifying the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is like an ending. And I feel like what will probably happen is that, you know, one of you will be showing up for the other person with this romantic offer, but then it's going to just like sort of crumble right away. As you can see in this Ten of Swords, there's a death of a child here. It's like death of new opportunity, new life. And I think that's because that's what will be communicated. I feel like eventually someone's going to realize that this isn't going to be good for them, or this isn't really what they want, or something like that. It's not really a good compatibility here. I don't think it's you two per se. It's either something like your personalities don't go well together, or perhaps it's a situation that doesn't really match up correctly. But yeah, what I see here is that you should really be looking for new opportunities. And I don't think it should be with this person. I do think that the cards are saying to look for somebody new. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to your Oracle cards. I know that was a bit short, but the Ten of Swords is quite a final card, isn't it? But I'm going to move on to your Oracle cards now. So first things I'm going to show you are these, which are Romance Angel cards, and you have 3. So the first one you have is this one. I didn't look at it beforehand. So it's Separation. Then the next one is New Love. And then the third is Give Your Relationship a Chance. I'm sorry if you can't see these. They're actually very dark. I bought them like a week ago, and because like Dorian Virtue has pulled her contract with her publisher, it's very hard to get real ones. So yeah, they are what they are. Okay, so I'm gonna start here with Separation, and it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And I do feel like that's just literally where it is right now. And I do feel like this is going to be a permanent, I don't think it's going to be like a permanent final, like you're never going to speak each other again. But I do think that this is signaling the end of your relationship, and or if it's not over yet, because I do feel like this is a no communication situation. But I do feel like it's sort of saying this is kind of winding down instead of winding up, if that makes sense. And you know, you should be looking for new opportunities here, as we have with the new love card, which says a new person has started your romantic feelings. I do think that really this new person is going to be a lot better for you than this old person ever was. And I don't think that you've seen it because you haven't been giving anyone a chance. Like, work on it says work on your partnership on this one, give your relationship a chance. You haven't been giving anyone else a chance because you've just been stuck on this one person. And I feel like it's not that you're just stuck on this person, because I feel like for some of you there might be some sort of established relationship where, you know, if you were to give somebody else a chance, it might constitute as cheating or something like that. But from what I'm seeing, this isn't working, and the healthy thing to do would be to move on at this moment. To take it as it resonates, and if this isn't really speaking to you, feel free to choose another another pile, another video, or another reader. But from what I can see, this is what the advice is. And then the next cards I'm going to do with you are these Moonology cards. So you have two. The first one is Bring Love into the Situation, which is the new moon in Aquarius. And then the second is Your Hard Work is Paying Off, which is the new moon in Capricorn. So what I want to say about these are that they are both new moon cards. And with new moon cards, well, not new, with the new moon represents new beginnings and, like, you know, things starting off. And I feel like with that, it is another instance of saying look for something new. Like, if you think of the new moon literally in the sky, it starts out as nothing and then gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it finally reaches the full moon, which is sort of like the end. Well, it's not the end of the cycle, but it's when after the full moon things start to go down. So new moons to me are saying new relationships, and it's with the cards themselves, bring love into the situation. You're going to want to find a new love, I feel, or there's somebody who's already there who I think is in your peripheral that's going to be good for you, but you're just really not seeing it because you are stuck on the old person. And your hard work is paying off. I feel like with you, I feel like you're trying to work on yourself more. Like, watching this video, should you contact them, I feel like it could be you're looking for that confidence to look and be somebody, I want to say, more mature than the person you're dealing with. And I want to say that you're already mature enough. Like, I feel like a lot of times these sort of videos are asking for permission to do something, and you don't really need permission because you're your own person, you know? Just do what you feel is right. And a lot of times you're looking for an excuse or permission. So I feel just do what you feel is right. And I feel that with this situation, for you in particular, it is to walk away from the situation. But again, your hard work is paying off. Like, I do feel that this could be sort of a sign to say let go, and that would be the mature response in this situation. Okay, so the next card I have for you is one of these, which is a Shaman's Dream Oracle card. And the card you have is this one, Sky Dancers, which is number 48, which breaks down into a 12, which breaks down into a 3, and it says surrender. So yeah, I do feel like this is another thing saying it's time to sort of, I don't want to say surrender the relationship, it's more like saying it's time to let go. Like, you know, when you're sort of riding a bike and you're riding and like you're pushing, getting faster and faster, it's time to like just stop for a while and see where it takes you. I feel like with this situation again, it is sort of saying to let go of the relationship in general, but I feel surrender doesn't mean anything negative. Surrender is to sort of give into peace, you know? Instead of pedaling, you're just letting yourself be free at the moment. Like, if you look at this card, the butterfly lady has a very serene face. And that's what I'm feeling that you're going to go to, because this situation is obviously bringing you stress. And it's time to let go of that stress and just sort of be yourself and like be the butterfly that you are able to emerge into. And then the next card I have for you is one of these guided by the Angel Oracle cards. And this one you have is reversed. It is number 50 and it is Daniel. So this is him. I'm going to put him right side up just so you can see a bit better. And okay, so I haven't actually memorized these cards yet, but I'm just going to read out his description from the book. And it says, he discovers the reason for many social problems and convinces the community about his insights and ideas. Some of the things that happened in his childhood and teenage years could leave a mark on his life. He will be strongly attached to his children. And I feel like there's a few things that's speaking out to me. So the first one is social problems. And I do think that it is again saying to me that you and your person do have a sort of problem socially. Like, I don't think it's necessarily to do with your personalities, but I'm feeling like it's just circumstances and maybe beliefs and thoughts and things like that that's keeping you guys apart. And I don't think that this is a surmountable obstacle in this case. I feel like you're going to be putting more effort into this than what you're going to be getting out. And strongly attached to his children. I'm feeling like what's with the teenage years, I'm feeling like it's something that you guys have had a belief for a long time, and you're very attached to those beliefs. And I do think that's why, again, this isn't really working out the way it is. Well, the way you want it to. So that's all the cards I have for you today, pile 1. I hope that resonated. If it didn't, you are again welcome to choose another pile or video or reader. But yeah, again, I'm going to be doing a reply July, and so subscribe if you want to see more of that content. Should you reach out to this person, I'm saying no, you should like sort of let this relationship fizzle out. But again, it is up to you. You know, the cards I have are just really a snapshot of the situation as it is right now. So if you try to change the way things are going or change what, like, you know, there's still chance for this to change. If that resonated, I would appreciate it if you liked, shared, subscribed, and commented. And if you don't know what to comment, you can always leave me a flower in the comments. But other than that, don't forget to carpe your damn diem. Bye bye. Hello and welcome to everyone who chose pile 2 with this blank sigil. This is your reading. So I'm going to explain the sigil in just a second, but first I'm going to show you your tarot, and then after we read the tarot, we will dive a bit deeper with some oracle cards a little later on. So I'm just going to put the oracle cards to the side for a moment, and then I'll show you your tarot. Okay, so the cards you got are, firstly, the King of Wands reversed, and it's being clarified by the 9 of Wands. Then second, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and it's being clarified by the 5 of Cups reversed. And then lastly, we have the 4 of Swords, and it's being clarified by the Sun reversed. Okay, your sigil is this blank one. And honestly, this really tells me nothing. This is not a mistake card. It is literally one that is blank in the deck I have, and there's about 40 cards in there. So this is the one that came up for you. But from my first thoughts about this one is we're going to keep it open. So I'm not feeling either yes or no at the moment. It's sort of like there hasn't been a decision made just of yet, or there's no outcome that's been decided just of yet. So I'm going to start here with the Wheel of Fortune, and it's being clarified by this 5 of Cups reversed. And to me, the Wheel of Fortune is all about divine timing. So it's about the right time. And I'm not seeing anything else about timing just as yet, but we'll see as we read on. But yeah, so I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune card, it is sort of saying that it's okay to reach out, but only when the time is right. Again, we have this Five of Cups here, and with this Five of Cups, I'm feeling like, yeah, it's sort of more about the right time. So as you can see in the upright, this person's looking at what he's lost instead of what he still has, and I'm feeling that you realize what you still have. It might have been some sort of argument or something like that that's taken the relationship back a bit, but you do see and you're still looking at what is okay here. And because of that, I do feel like it is more of an indication of a yes, you should contact them, just because your mindset is in the right place. You're not forgetting what has happened, but you are willing to move on from that. Next, we have the King of Wands reversed, and it's being clarified by the Nine of Wands. Ooh. So I feel like this is sort of you. It's sort of like you're teeter-tottering between whether to do it or not. Like over here with the Wheel of Fortune, you sort of say it's more of yes, and then over here with the King of Wands in the reverse position and the Nine of Wands, it's sort of more like you're a bit afraid to do it. The King of Wands in the reverse position is sort of cowardice, or sort of a coward, I'm not really sure. It's like in the upright, the King of Wands is a doer. They go out, they pull themselves up like their bootstraps sort of energy. But in this reverse position, I'm feeling like you're not in the right frame of mind to be this person just of yet. Like you're not really putting your energy in the right way, if that makes sense, or you're too, I want to say, afraid to do it, and the fear is really being amplified here by this Nine of Wands, because the Nine of Wands to me is somebody who's scared and lost in the forest and doesn't know which way to go. And because of that, I want to say to wait a bit, because again, we have this Wheel of Fortune card here, because it's saying the right time. It's saying wait till the right time. With this blank sigil, I am again feeling that it's not been decided yet. It's not like it's a yes or no. It's just you have to wait for your feelings to settle before any sort of thing is able to take place. Because I feel like with whatever's happened here was quite recent, and it's not really settled. The dust hasn't settled yet, if that makes sense. So over here we have again the Four of Swords, and it's being clarified by the Sun reverse. What I'm hearing immediately is wait until the sun comes out again. So like, because the Four of Swords, as you can see, somebody meditating, they're sitting around. But with this sun in the reverse position, I'm feeling that it's more of this over here, the Nine of Wands. Like you're not really in a happy framework right now, and I don't feel that if you were to, I feel like if you were to reach out as this is, like with this emotional turmoil still going on, it's not really going to go anywhere. And what I like to say is with the sun, it's like a baby carrying a red flag. Like you're going to want to really sit down and think of why this situation is the way it is. If it's not like an argument or anything like that, why do you have to wait? Like, no, I don't want to say it like that, but sort of like, is this a red flag that this person is, that you are wondering should you have to reach out to them? Especially you have to go and read a tarot video to watch it. Like if it's a little bit of a crush situation, I'm feeling that's a bit different. But if it's the person who had like some sort of argument or whatever, it is sort of saying just calm down and wait until your emotions are settled. If you are a person who does have a crush on somebody and it's not some sort of argument going on, I'm still seeing to wait until the stakes aren't so high for you, if that makes sense. Like wait until you calm down a bit, wait until you breathe, and wait until, like, I feel like if you were to message this person right away and they don't reply in like 2.2 seconds, like you're going to almost like lose your mind, that sort of thing. So you're going to want to wait until your emotions are more settled. And I feel like that's just the general message here as well. Like, it's not saying not to reach out to them. It's just saying to wait until the timing is right and to wait until your emotions have settled just a bit. Okay, so now for your oracle cards, I'm going to start with these romance angel oracles, and I want to apologize, they're a bit dark, so they're a bit hard to see on the camera, but the ones you have are, it is safe for you to love. You actually got 4. I meant to get 3, but that's what 4 came out. Then the next one you have is worth waiting for. The next you have is make the effort. And the last you have is free yourself. So I'm going to start here with the first one. It is safe for you to love, and it also says open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And I feel like that is why it's not the right time for you to reach out just yet. It's because you're a bit, as I said, you're a bit scared. Like right now the energy is very nervous, and I feel like if you're to go to someone and reach out to that person with this nervous energy, it's going to sort of push them away. It's because you want something so much, it pushes them away. Like, it's kind of like a cat, you know, when you want the cat doesn't come, but once you let go, then the cat will come to you. I don't think it's this person at all who's doing that to you. I feel more it's just the way that law of attraction works a lot of times, and the way that energy works. If you are trying to claw to something, it's just going to stay away from you. You have to relax and then let it come to you naturally. And then we have worth waiting for, which says divine timing is at work in your love life. And we did talk about divine timing before as well. So I feel like it's not saying to give up on this person at all. It's more saying once you are in the right frame of mind, that's when this will go in a much smoother direction. And with divine timing, I always feel like timing, I don't believe in time. It's not going to happen on like the 23rd of August or something specific like that. I feel like when the energy is right, then the time is right. So it's more like you have to put, as a here, we have to put in the effort to consciously get to that place, to where the time is right. It also says on here, great love is something worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So yeah, if it means that, do whatever it means to you to be able to sort of calm down and not have this person on such a pedestal, if that makes sense. If that means like getting back into your hobbies, like sort of seeing yourself in a new light, getting more confidence, that sort of thing. And then lastly, we have here, free yourself, and it says it's time to take back control of your life, which is again what we were just talking about. So I'm not really sure what that means for you, but I feel like it is sort of getting in touch with the parts of yourself that feels more worthy for love. It's like the parts of you that are more confident. And I want to say that for some of you, it could be like going to the gym, because a lot of times people say that, but take it as it resonates. But it's sort of like just taking back that confidence that you held, and then you'll be able to reach out to this person a much more receiving energy. Like, even though you're reaching out to them, you're going to be able to also receive what they have as well. So then the next cards we have are these, which are Moonology cards, and you have 2. So the first one you have is this one. I didn't look at it. It's the new moon in Taurus, and it says prosperity lies ahead. And then the next one you have is the full moon in Aries, which says a fiery climax approaches. So firstly, with the new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead, and I am saying that you will be able to reach out to this person. It's just like not right now. You just want to wait a bit, like, you know, just take a breather. Don't go for anything in particular. Just sort of work on yourself and work on your own standing. Like bulls are very sturdy creatures, and you're going to want to have that sturdiness within yourself first. And then we have here a fiery climax approaches. Yeah, I'm feeling once you're there, you're going to be able to reach out to this person. I feel like this person is going to be able to receive you very well. It's not like it's any sort of lost cause or anything like that. I'm just feeling that you have to be in the right frame of mind first. Okay, so the next oracle card I have for you is one of these Shaman Stream oracle cards, and you have number 56, which is the wall, and it says obstacles. Yeah, with this, I'm not really seeing it's like an insurmountable obstacle. It's like, you know, when someone's running a marathon, it's a place where they call the wall, and it's when literally, scientifically, it's sort of the hardest part because you've run out of energy in your liver and your body needs to turn into fat. It's starting to convert your fat into energy, but between that state, it's like a part of the journey where there's no energy and you're just sort of doing it with pure willpower. And I'm feeling like it's like that for you. Like you're going to be able to surmount it. It's just going to be sort of a valley that's not going to be very happy. But if you look at this card, you can see there's like some light right here. It's a keyhole. So it's like after you get through this, the key to your success is to get through this wall, to get to the person or any like sort of relationship that you want. You have to get through this. It's going to be hard because I'm not going to downplay. I'm not a runner, but I'm not going to downplay that it's going to be easy. It's just you're going to have to get through it before you take any steps that are lasting, if that makes sense. And yeah, like, you know, it's just really saying take some time out, like, you know, away from the person before you could move on into a better relationship with them. Again, you can honestly have this. I'm not seeing any indication of go or wait for somebody else or anything like that. It's just you're going to have to work on yourself first. And then this is the last oracle card I have for you. It's one of these guided by the angel oracles, and you have number 9, which is Haziel. I've not memorized the descriptions because these are very long and they're all very similar. So I'm going to read this out from the book. And it says, he has the grace and compassion of God because he understands rather than judges the mistakes of others. He appreciates that painful experiences occurs so that we can move forward in our evolution. He enjoys the protection of the older influential people, and due to his brilliant performance, he often holds important posts. In the most divine moments, he relies on divine providence and feels favored in issues related to justice. A loyal companion and a great friend, he has a nobility of character. So that was very long, but I'm going to pick out a few pieces in this that I feel like are relevant to you. So I want to say firstly the grace and compassion of God, and I feel like you're going to have to sort of hold that with yourself, because I feel like with this situation you might want to beat yourself up a bit to say, oh, you know, the only reason I can is because, you know, I'm not in the right headspace. But you want to help some compassion for yourself, because if you're beating yourself up, it's literally taking a step in the wrong direction, if that makes sense, you know. Then we have, again, you have painful experiences that occur to move forward in your evolution. To be able to get to the next level, to be able to get into that light that's in this keyhole, like the key is to get through this wall and to get through these experiences. Yeah, that's, I want to say loyal companion, you know, to stay with this person. If that is, if you want to, like, you know, goals change. As I said, I didn't say it in this video, but the cards are just kind of a snapshot of where things are at the moment. So if things were to change, the cards will change, the results will change. And the nobility of character. I feel like you have a very noble character as well, and so does the person you want to message. It's just, I feel that it's kind of like a knight with dull armor. You're gonna have to want to spend some time polishing it off to make sure it really shines. I'm just gonna read the attributes out now because this is in the upright position. So the attributes allow you to call on this angel if you were to wish to do so. So the attribute is the god of compassion. The planet is Uranus. The angelic choir is the cherubim. The ruling hour is from 2:40 a.m. to 3 a.m. The reasons for invoking are to give and receive goodwill, to keep promises, to receive support from others and divine compassion, to have good friendships, and for reconciliation. So yeah, I feel like a lot of those things you could use, like, you know, goodwill, to keep promises. Like, I want to say it's more promises to yourself than promises to others. Divine compassion. I do think you're gonna want compassion. It's not really from anybody else. It's really you're looking for that for yourself. And then reconciliation for when you're done. But yeah, that's all I have for you today, pile 2. I hope that resonated. To answer the question, should you reach out to this person? I'm feeling not yet, but eventually. If this resonated, I would appreciate it if you like, shared, subscribed, and commented. And if you don't know what to comment, you can always leave me a little flower. And just to remind you that I am going to be doing a Reply July theme of this month. So subscribe if you want to see that. And I am planning to do a subliminal video and other things as we go on, because I just thought of a subliminal video. But yeah, other than that, don't forget to carpe your diem. Bye bye. To everyone who chose pile 3 with this sigil, this is your reading. So I'm going to explain what the sigil means in just a second. First, I'm just going to show you your tarot, and then after I read your tarot, we're going to dive deeper with some oracle cards. So I'm just moving the oracle cards for your pile a bit to the side. And yeah, once again, this is a general reading, so only take the bits and pieces that resonate and leave the rest behind. And again, I am doing a Reply July, so subscribe if you want to see that sort of content. And yeah, the question we're asking today is, should you reach out or should you contact them? So your tarot are, firstly, you have this, which is the 9 of Hearts, which is the 9 of Pentacles reversed, and it's being clarified by Judgment. The next card you have is number 14, which is Temperance, and it's being clarified by the Queen of Hearts reversed. Sorry, the Queen of Cups reversed. I'm mixing the decks now. And then it's not neither. It's the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And then lastly, you have the 10 of Pentacles, and it's being clarified by the Magician reversed. Okay, so your sigil means I love what loves me. Sorry, actually, what I love loves me. So that's a good sign. That's better than when I first said it. However, I do want to say that, again, I usually do take the sigils as affirmations as to where you want things to be going. So it might be sort of a one-sided thing going on right now, but do take it as it resonates, and we will see as we look into the cards a bit deeper. So breathe out, but yeah. So we're going to come here first to the Queen of Pentacles and Temperance. It's actually the other order, isn't it? Pentacles and the Queen of Temperance. Sorry, the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know why I'm messing up on her name so much. But yeah. With this Temperance and with this sigil, I do want to say that I'm not sure if it's a equal give and take just of yet, because temperance, it like in this card in particular, you can see that there's two figures here and they're both putting water into whatever it is that they're holding. I don't know what it is that they're holding. But and what you have here is what I love loves me, and they're both sort of indicating that it is a give and take relationship. It's a good thing. However, with this Queen of Pentacles, I'm in this reverse position. I'm sort of feeling that you, or perhaps the other person, don't think it is, if that makes sense. Like, it could be that maybe one of you reaches out to the other person more than the other, and you haven't realized that, or you do realize that. Or perhaps it could be like you think that you put more value on the other person than that person puts on you, or take it vice versa. But yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very, I want to say nurturing. As you can see, like, you know, there's roses all around her. She's like cradling that pentacle like it's almost a baby, but it's in the reverse position. So that's what's making me feel like it's almost, it is a give and take, but maybe somebody here in the situation doesn't feel like it is, or do take it as it resonates. Maybe it isn't, and the other person think it is as it is, because again, with the sigil, it does have sort of a double-sworded meaning, double-edged meaning. Then next we have the, I'm trying to pick up the card, but next we have the Nine of Hearts in the reverse position, and then we have it being clarified by Judgment. I'm going to show you that one a bit better. If this Nine of Hearts, it's almost, you know, I think when I was showing you the cards, I might have said Nine of Pentacles, but it's the Nine of Hearts, which is the Nine of Cups. And what I'm sort of feeling is that the Nine of Cups in the upright position is talking about your dream come true. And I feel like with this, it's sort of like you don't believe your dream has come true, if that makes sense. Like, you're thinking it's too good to be true. And because of that, it's affecting the way that you are treating this situation. Or take it the opposite, like you thought it was going to be your dream come true, but it's not really hitting all those boxes. But yeah, with this, I'm sorry, I'm feeling like it's two different things going on here. Like one person, like, I'm sorry, it's kind of confusing energy. Like, I'm keep on misspeaking. I wasn't doing that in the other piles, but yeah. So the Nine of Hearts, it's almost like either it could be it's too good to be true, so you're not taking it as seriously, or you thought it was going to be your dream come true, and now what's actually happening isn't what you thought was going to be happening. Like, the consequences or the what's going on isn't what you thought it would be. Next we have this, which is the Ten of Pentacles, and it's being clarified by the Magician reversed. The Ten of Pentacles is about building, and it's usually about building a future, and it's like about solid. Well, it's not even about building. It's like you've already gained that strong future. What is worrying me though is that it's here. It says Magician in the reverse position, and I feel like what's going on is, again, the Magician has all the tools that they have everything that they need, but they don't realize it, and they're not putting them to work effectively. With this, and it's sort of like with this, I feel like it's almost that the Magician is sort of damaging this castle that you've built. Like, should you contact them? I feel like it's sort of, again, two different groups here, and if you're in the group that always reaches out to this person, I feel like you should leave it for a bit, because I feel like you're in this group where you're the person, you thought it was going to be the wish come true, but it's not happening at the moment, and you're going to want to step away from a bit for this person to actually put in the effort to reach you, because right now with this Magician in the reverse position, you feel like you're doing too much. because you do have this. It is like, it's not like your effort's not going anywhere, but it's just more like it's an unequal give and take, if that makes sense. For the people who have this and it is, you feel like it's too good to be true, then you're sabotaging this yourself. Like, again, you have all the tools that you need to actually build this up, and it is being built up. It's already here. You don't have to worry about anything really. The problem in this relationship is your lack of confidence in yourself, and you're not doing the things because you're feeling like it's not too good to be true. Like, you want to almost come out too keen, not to seem too keen, or you want to feel like sort of reserved in the situation because you feel like, oh, it's gonna all blow up in my face anyway. But again, you have what I love loves me, and I feel like this person who you're thinking about contacting would be very happy if you contacted them. For the other group, I feel like the person expects you to contact them, to be honest. Like, sure, you contact them if you want. I don't see anything saying that it's going to be detrimental to you if you contact them. It's going to be fine, but I feel like it's just going to be continuing the same old. But I feel like if you wanted this situation to continue, because again, you do have the 10 of Pentacles here, which means it's a very good thing to have that's going to continue on into the future, then contact them. If you don't, I'm not saying anything about here with any sort of breakups or anything like that, but I do feel like the situation might change a bit, and maybe that's what you want. Maybe that's what it is that you need, to not contact them and then to realize that you've been putting in all the effort. Anyway, so I'm going to move on into your Oracle cards. Okay, so I'm going to start with these, which are Romance Angel Oracle cards. I do want to apologize, they are a bit dark. But the cards you have are Passion. I don't know if that's going to focus too well. Then the next one you have is Keep an Open Mind. And then the last you have is Wedding. Is it gonna focus? I don't know. But so I'm gonna start here with Passion, and Passion says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And I feel like this is more talking to the group who is sort of feeling like this is too good to be true, because I feel with it, you are not, as I said, you're trying to keep yourself a bit more restrained from this situation so you don't get hurt. And it's saying really to allow that to happen, like, enjoy the ride and enjoy the journey. For the other group, the group that sort of putting too much effort in, I think it's just more like saying, if you want to contact them, there's no point in really restraining yourself and hoping that they will see something or change their ways without you sort of confronting the issue. It is more of a calling for you to confront it and bring this up so that the other person understands what you're feeling. If you have brought it up, bring it up again. Then the next one we have is Keep an Open Mind. And this one says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So for the first group, you're thinking that this is too good to be true. It is really saying keep an open mind, because I feel like, I don't know why you think that this is too good to be true, or something like the people who are holding themselves back. It's really, again, saying like, open yourself up to it, enjoy the journey. For the people who, the other group, maybe it's not really that this person is trying to get you to contact them or anything like that. It's more of just the way that they communicate. Maybe it's just a pattern that you've fallen into, and I don't think that they're doing it in any sort of malicious way. Just let them know how you're feeling, and you might just find out that they usually wait for you to message them, like just waiting for you to do, just keep an open mind, see what it is that they have to say. Then lastly, we have wedding, and it says this situation involves marriage. I'm not sure if the people who are watching this are in this stage of life as of yet, but when I saw this card, I was just thinking it's a marriage of two people's thoughts and patterns and that sort of thing, or maybe a marriage as in a sort of compromise or that sort of thing. If it is a wedding, literally, take it as it resonates, then I'm happy for you. But I do feel like for the majority of people, it is more about compromise in this situation. Okay, and then the next cards I have for you are these, which are Moonology cards, and you have two. So the first one you have is Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, which is the full moon in Leo. And then the last card you have is You Are Good Enough, which is the full moon in Virgo. I do want to start off by saying that these are both full moon cards, and full moons are both the pinnacle of the energy of the lunar month. So I feel that I'm not seeing any sort of ending or anything like that, but I do feel like if you were to reach out to them, this is going to be quite a thing, if that makes sense. So you're going to want to sort of keep that in mind if you were to contact them. So firstly, we'll start with this one, Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way. And if that's like the people who are trying to hold themselves back emotionally, I feel like it could be a pride thing that's keeping you back from this person, or keeping you from reaching out to them. And it's literally saying don't let pride get into your way. Contact them if you want to contact them. If you're watching this video, I assume you want to contact them, so contact them. That's a very similar message for the other group as well. So don't let pride get in your way. If you have been the one reaching out consistently and you feel like this is a sort of off-balance situation, it's not saying to like stop contacting them out of spite or anything like that. I do feel like you should still contact them as well, but I do want to say for that group to also bring it to their awareness that you have been the one contacting them for the majority of the time. And then the next one, You Are Good Enough. And I want to say for the first group, I don't feel like it's like the people who are holding themselves back. It's saying to accept the relationship for how it is and don't try to hold yourself back, because you are worthy of this sort of relationship. It's not too good to be true. You are good enough for it. For the other group, the ones that they feel like it's a bit off balance, I think this is another nudge saying to contact them. To tell them that you feel that way, because it's making you feel other, if that makes sense. It's not like they're doing it on purpose. It's just you need to let them know. And I feel like it's not like any malintent behind it. You just need to sort of make it aware that they're feeling this way. And if you do continue doing it like that, it's not because there's something wrong with you. It's just the way that the other person is, really. Like, you're gonna want to decide if that's something you are willing to put up with. But yeah. Then the next card I have for you is one of these, which is a Shaman Stream Oracle card. And this card is number 21, and it says first breath. I didn't read the little words on it. It says beginner's mind. And the card again is 21, so that breaks down into a 3. So with this card, what I'm hearing is that for the group that's holding themselves back, you're going to want to, it's kind of difficult, the beginner's mind. So you're just going to want to sort of take things as they're happening. Like, you know, when you first start out on something, or when you experience something for the first time, everything is new and everything is exciting. And I want to say you want to go back into that, like, sort of childlike wonder sort of energy. Taking it as it is, the first breath, like, you know, inviting everything that the universe has to offer into you at the time. Like, you can see in this card, like, I haven't read the book description for this one, but it's some woman, and she's like moving around planets and that sort of thing. And when you are experiencing something for the first time, like the possibilities are endless. Like you have a lot of creativity behind it. And it's saying to go back to that. For the other group that is feeling things are off balance, it is sort of similar to that, but I want to say it's also time for a fresh start with this. So accept a new so bring in a new era sort of thing. Tell them what's going on, bring it up. And I want to say to take all the other stuff I said for the other person as well. So do treat this as it is something new and something fun to experience. And then the last card I have for you today is one of these guided by the angel cards, and this one is reversed, obviously, and the card you have is number 72, which is Mumia. It's Mumia. I'll hold it up like that so you can see properly. And yeah, so I'm going to read that out from the book because I haven't memorized them yet. Mumia says, he is blessed with a superior strength, being able to access knowledge for himself and those who need it. He battles for ideas and works efficiently, devoting attention to the studying of laws of the universe. He battles for his ideals and works efficiently, devoting attention to studying the laws of the universe. His words bring wealth and power, and he has a profound sense of the relationship between macro and micro views of the universe. Oh, so this one's a very sciencey sort of age. But hold on, let me just skim. What I'm bringing back, being drawn into is really the universe thing. And like this card also has a lot of universe sort of symbolism in it. So I feel like with the laws of the universe, I feel like it's just sort of like, again, the way things are for this person. I don't want to say it like they're giving them a cop out, but if you're the kind of person, if you're the group that's wondering, oh, you know, should I contact them and always doing it, it's just kind of the way things are for that person. I want to say don't really take it too personally. For the other group, the one that's holding back from things, I'm not really seeing a message in this part for you, I'm sorry, but he battles for his ideas and works efficiently. I feel like it's kind of that for you, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I want to say I don't want to say let go of your ideals, but kind of like, relax more into the relationship. It's a bit weird, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's all I have for you today, pile 3. So should you reach out to this person? I feel like yes, for both groups. For a group who's holding back, reach out to them and sort of start to have more fun in this. For the other group, reach out to them, but also tell them, why do I always have to reach out? You know what I mean? But yeah, I hope that resonated. If it did, I would appreciate it if you liked, shared, subscribed, and commented. And if you don't know what to comment, you can always leave me a little flower. I am going to remind you again that I'm going to be doing a Reply July theme, so subscribe if you want to see that. I'm going to be doing like subliminals and other things that I will think of as we go. But yeah, other than that, don't forget to carpe your damn diem. Bye bye.